Are you ready?
It's gonna be a hot girl disco summer. I'm never doing that again. I apologize. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Here, let's fix it. Something cool. Are we live? Is this thing on? What's up, beautiful people? I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Sleez says he doesn't have the link. I already DM'd the link, buddy. I just sent it again. Jeez Louise. Is this a fresh lobby yet? We're waiting for the next fresh lobby, folks. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I believe, yep. Pineapples, pineapples, pineapples.
Are we queuing up?
Hell yeah. Just want to make sure I'm
4
in.
drafts in a row. Get active.
Yeah, man. You generally need to like start saving some.
I want to get to the 100 before it's over, or for the end of the month.
Yeah, but then you won't have any means to stream by August, so you'll probably be. I mean, you'll be all right. You'll be on the other side.
Do you have music going?
I do.
Okay, I was making sure that wasn't background.
Yeah, you kind of inspired the whole music thing. Queue up, chat. Pineapples means queue up, please and thank you. Pineapples, pineapples, pineapples. Shout out to the chat. You guys are popping. Now, I'm just going to do my quick pitch. Great shows. I watched as much as I could because today was just a hectic day. How does the mic sound? Audio is okay, guys? Yeah. All right, let's make sure all my slides are good. We are queued up right now in the Drafters main. It is not a mock draft. It's a real money draft with real money implications. How much real money are we talking about? $2.5 million in total prizes. $500,000 goes to first. It's total points format. Most points win. It's best ball weekly scoring from weeks 1 to 17. 12 teams draft. There's a fast and slow.
Get me in the front.
It's a $20 entry. You get to max out with 150. There's currently like, I want to say 10,000 lineups left to be drafted. So this mini is definitely going to fill before whatchamacallit, July 1st. So it's $10,000 goes to first. It's a $2 buy-in. $100,000 gets redistributed to all other placements. And now you might be saying, Disco, how do you max out 150 drafts in the mini? How do you plan on maxing out 150 drafts in the main? Disco, how do you plan on maxing out any other tournaments that drafters will pump out eventually? I'll tell you in 1 second. I just got to type something live on the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel. All right. So it is best ball, which in my humble opinion is the most, and it's a very humble opinion, it's the most convenient way for you to draft. You have 20 rounds to build your roster for depth each week. Starting lineups composed of the following positions: 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 flex. At the end of the week, the best overall performances on your weekly roster will be applied to your weekly totals. And once again, it's total points format. So no more leaving points on the bench, no more waiver wires, no more trades, none of that garbage. Sleez, what do we do with that garbage?
Get that garbage out of here.
Get that garbage out of here. You literally just draft and forget unless you're winning a life-changing amount of money. So sign up today on Drafters Fantasy Sports using promo code DISCO to double your first deposit dollar for dollar up to $100 Ooskies. Let's catch up with this beautiful chat. But before we do that, let's shout out all the people in the community who made this draft with us, because mock drafts suck. There's a life-changing amount of money on the line here. And this is how you get better to absolutely crush your redraft season. We got Boner. Shout out to Boner at the 101, the greatest drafter's name and profile picture in the business. We got our guy Willie86 at the 105, Mossy at the 107, yours truly at the 108, Sleez at the 109, Mikey Boy G. This guy was he killed it last year. He's absolutely phenomenal. Mikey Boy G at the 110, Jace Word at the 112. Disco, check the drafters chat. I saw you, brother. You are out here putting on for us. I appreciate you doing that, and you did it before me, and I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Drafters finally let me change I think I've done enough for drafters where they finally let me change my profile picture and my name on drafters. So shout out to drafters for letting me do that. And happy Friendship Friday to Sleez. Happy Friendship Friday to you as well, Willie. Thank you for swinging by. James, thanks for swinging by, brother. He says Friendship Friday. You betcha. Happy Friendship Friday, James. I hope you're having a great day, buddy. Salute to the community. Salute to Mrs. Disco. Queue up. Willie's in here. Yeah, Willie's definitely in here. Should probably be kind to Sleez and let him finish the stream. I always let him finish the stream. Two Mules, we didn't get you in here, brother. What happened? What happened?
I'm at the 9 spot again.
Evening all. It's draft time. Yes, sir. Fantasy football mediator. Shout out to you. This guy is part of the incredible team at First Street Fantasy. Love them to pieces. Matt, if you're still in the chat, brother, are you guys going live later on tonight? If so, can I raid you? Jonathan Coe says, now, let's go. It's fresh. You're fresh. Disco, what's up? Jonathan Coe, thanks for swinging by. Thank you, everybody, for swinging by. Honestly, it means the world. Heck yeah. Shout out to Trader Joe. He's him. Trader Joe, are you in here? No, right?
He's the mongoose.
Yeah, he's definitely not in here. Nipples, says Bones. All right. Areola, says Disco. Pineapples, says James Saw. Squincy, killing me small. Thanks for swinging by, brother. Appreciate you, man. Did they change the button? I think they did change the button, and I was also in the slow. Thumbnail correlation, let's go. Brian Thomas Jr., AJ Brown start. I'm here for it. I queued up for a slow accidentally. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And when Sleez said queue up, I queued up for a slow instead of a fast. They changed the button on me completely. Disco, check the drafters chat. Bones, thank you, man. I genuinely appreciate you promoting the channel and promoting the community. You're incredible. Didn't let me in. Two Mules in a Cart. They kind of changed up the button where now it's like you got to queue up for it, where it used to be queue up for join fast. It's now join slow. You got to pay attention to that and look at that moving forward, guys. It got me too several times, so I'm in a couple slow drafts. Jonathan Coe says you're in the slow draft. There we go. That explains a lot. Sorry about that, guys. I don't control that. It's just a little bit of an app switch. I'll have a conversation with the guys at Drafters, but once again, I apologize. Yeah, if you guys could leave a vote, please and thank you. And if you guys could also smash a like, that would mean the world. We have 102 people watching us totally. We got 18 people on the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel, 23 people on the Big Draft Energy Twitter, and 61 people on the Sleez Bomb Twitter. If you guys could head over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube chat, that would be great. We'll answer every last one of your fantasy football questions, whether it be best ball, dynasty, redraft, IDP, Superflex, you name it, we do it. We talk about it. We're prepared for it. We're locked in. And yeah, Sleez is definitely like the dynasty guy, and I just kind of, give my opinion and my vibes on how I feel about that. But yeah, Sleez, great show.
Derrick Henry at the 20 is unique.
Who got him? Oh, Willie. Yeah, that's nice. CeeDee Lamb, Derrick Henry start. You don't really see that. This is my first combo of Brian Thomas Jr. and AJ Brown. I'm curious as to what your tools are saying based off of all the drafts you've done. How many people start off with that combo? I like this combo a lot. I feel like I need
the main?
Just in general.
It only shows mine per which one.
Okay. So yeah, pull up the main.
6 out of 70 for me.
So that's good. That's good. That's good. Two Mules in a Cart says, are you doing another one? No, I have other obligations this evening, and Sleez also has other obligations this evening, so I will not be doing another, unfortunately. And I do like the fact that, we got a few people in the community here with us, drafting with us, but not a heck of a lot, which means that, we're not going to get sniped as much as we typically would. All right, Mossy, what are you going to do here, buddy? Don't do it.
Look at Trey McBride, folks.
That's what I'm eyeing right now. God bless the United States of America. That one hurt. That one hurt. I mean, Mossy got an incredible value with Trey McBride. He's got Puka Nacua, Lad McConkey, Trey McBride start. That's an incredible start. We went Brian Thomas Jr., AJ Brown, Xavier Worthy, and hopefully we could double tap something on the way back here. Mossy says Disco. Good to see you, Mossy. Thanks for swinging by, brother. Good to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Jonathan Siegel from the Fantasy Goats YouTube channel. Shout out to him. Thanks for swinging by, brother. He says touchdown Devonta Smith. He's queued up. He should be next. Hi, James. Happy Friendship Friday. Shout out to Colby and the Cattle Dogs. Are you home yet, babe? Did you just get home? Missed you.
Mossy, you better land this plane, man. I have not seen McBride fall that far.
Mrs. Disco went above and beyond today to not only just post a bunch of shorts. Shout out to her. The shorts game has been incredible for the channel, and I don't know where I'd be if she wasn't invested in this dream. But she also went above and beyond to just completely fix and factory reset my PC to the point where the mic won't crash on me anymore. Kyron Williams is still here.
I don't know what's going on in this draft.
I'm okay with taking Kyron. I wanted to take Devonta Smith here, but I already got AJ Brown. Kyron Williams is an incredible value, especially where I just got him. I'm here for it. I'm going to take it. So shout out to Mrs. Disco. She held down the fort. She's incredible. How's everyone doing? I'm on a phone call right now, but wanted to jump in. Andrew, I love you. I miss you. Thanks for swinging by, buddy. I pray for you on the daily, man, and I really hope things are looking up your way, brother. Love you, miss you, and I it's not that I just miss you. I miss the dad jokes and the attempted murder with Candy.
Gotta get him live in here, bro.
Can't wait. I don't think you were here for the 24-hour stream on the hours Andrew was on, but fuck, he was incredible. He was so funny. I had him.
Was it late night?
Huh?
Late night?
Oh yeah, it was super. It was, well, late for me, but it was relatively early for him because he's in Arizona, right? Bone says, does Trey McBride double his touchdowns this year for a whopping 4? I think he's going to be the tight end 1 because he's going to maintain the volume as a pass catcher, but he's also going to, because he has that rapport with Kyler Murray, because he has that consistent and frequent growth as a player and that constant with the quarterback and the rapport there. I think the touchdown equity, we might see him in 10 touchdowns. He's easily the tight end 1, and I have him as a top 15 fantasy football player overall. That's not a quarterback. So yeah, Trey McBride is I'm all in on him this year. I think he's incredible, and the fact that he's falling constantly and Brock Bowers is still relatively going early at ADP, it's incredible. It's incredible. I'm anticipating a major regression for Brock Bowers, but I'm imagining that Trey McBride just crushes and breaks fantasy football this year. What about you, Sleez? How do you feel about Trey McBride?
10 touchdowns. Easy wide receiver 1 or tight end 1.
The Jalen Hurts draft pick there kind of breaks my heart. Not gonna lie.
Dude, Willie always hits someone with it. It's funny.
Yeah. Yep. Kobe and the Cow Dog says, I'm home. Thank God. I missed you. Pretty sure it's the first Puka Lad McBride team at my mind as a weapon fantasy football, says Mossy. That's a beautiful start, brother. I like what you did there. Jonathan Cole says, why land a plane when you can add rocket fuel? Rocket fuel. Speaking of rocket fuel, I got a Buble here today. It's a blueberry pomegranate.
Oh my God, Trayvon Henderson might be here too.
But don't worry, I also have my vitamin water. We're still trying to get that vitamin water sponsorship. It'll happen one day. Chad, if you got any questions, any hot takes, any votes, anything like that, please pop them in. Jonathan Cole says, I don't see that combo either, Mossy. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that combo before. I hate Brock Bowers this year. I wouldn't say I hate him this year. I just don't think he's going to return the ROI that we would love him to. All right, Joe Mixon. I'm loving the start. Mossy says, Jonathan Cole, I have to settle for that since I've never get your second round. I'm on raw teams. True. Sorry, that hurts you. I saw what you did there, Willie. I respect it. Bones says Bowers still top 5. Bowers is number 2. Is Jonathan Sieg, is Kyron generally falling at round 4 ADP? Yes. Is the music too loud, chat?
It's just loud in my ear. It's a little loud. It's louder for us.
All right.
What do you have it at 50?
I had it at 21.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah, I just turned it off. Bone says probably 5, James. No. He's tight end 2. For me, I got Kittle tight end 3, Laporta tight end 4, And then because Sleez is so bullish on Ingram, I'm starting to get like, because last year, guys, Evan Ingram was my tight end one, and that hurt. So I think my Evan Ingram hate is simply because he just burnt me. But yeah, it's tough to love Evan Ingram based off of what he did last year. But the situation's absolutely beautiful. Situation's as good as it gets.
But he's got a chance at tight end one.
Yeah, so why don't you tell the chat why you're so in on Evan Ingram and why you're bullish on him? I see a lot of content creators out there, even some of the bigger content creators, stealing your content word for word, posting your content and your take on Evan Ingram word for word. But you were definitely the first to post it. I know this because I interacted with it first. Why don't you tell the folks how you feel about Evan Ingram and why you're so bullish on him and why he has tight end one upside? Because I feel like a lot of people need to be a little bit more in on Ingram, and I think this is a spectacular way for you to put out a great take here, and then also potentially turn into a great clip.
Well, why I love Evan Ingram, first of all, he was tight end 2 and tight end 5 last 2 years before he was injured. And if you look back to Sean Payton and why they went and got this tight end and Evan Ingram, you got to look back to the last time they had a joker role of Jimmy Graham. And if you remember fantasy football with Jimmy Graham, the guy was taken off the board in the first 6 picks of fantasy football. And Evan Ingram is going to lead them in targets. I do believe Cortland Sutton will still be relevant. But you have so many plethora of wide receivers fighting for wide receiver 2. And Bo Nix balled out as a rookie without his security blanket at all. He really didn't have, you had my guy that I kind of liked, what was his name? Like Greg Dulcich. He didn't pan out. The other tight end was absolutely terrible. And now they have a massive offensive line that's going to be able to block all day, and the defense is going to give them the ball more. I think Evan Ingram is the sky's the limit if he stays healthy.
I love it. I love it. I don't disagree with anything you said. I'm just scoring from
But like they're going to line him up in the slot.
Yeah, you're on the clock, by the way. Lock in.
I'm on the clock.
Yeah, in our draft.
Oh God, my draft closed.
6, 5, 4, 3. I wonder who he autos. Probably Caleb Johnson. There you go.
Jaden Reed.
Oh, fuck you, man. 2 Meals on Cart says the problem with McBride getting touchdowns is that Kyler Murray is bad at football. I don't deny that. I think also the problem with Trey McBride getting touchdowns historically is just the lack of Jonathan Gannon's offensive scheme having any sort of motions, different alignment. Like if we're just gonna look at Marvin Harrison Jr. and his struggles, you see guys like CeeDee Lamb, you see guys like Jamar Chase, you see guys like Justin Jefferson, Puka Nacua. All these guys are being lined up all over the place. They're getting a lot of work in the slot. We don't see that with Marvin Harrison Jr. And we also don't see the movement in the motions of Trey McBride, where he's lined up in different scenarios and they're just putting defenses at disadvantages just based off of non-traditional football looks. It's good to change it up. I think Jonathan Gannon's he's on the hot seat this year because the offense has been stagnant. It's been boring. It's been fucking lame. They need to get creative. They need to start opening up a little bit more in that offense, and they got to open up their star players because they have a very small window to compete. They got a better defense now. I think that we're going to see just a lot of alignment shifts with Trey McBride and Marvin Harrison Jr., which is going to put Kyler Murray at more of an advantage, and also both of his receivers at more of an advantage, just based off of scheme improvements. It's more of a scheme situation than a player situation. I'm not out on Kyler Murray because I think Kyler Murray's bad at football. I think Kyler Murray's incredible, but there's just been a lack of creativity and a lack of imagination under the Jonathan Gannon scheme. Sleez, you got anything to touch on there?
I mean, I'd also use the ACL, man. I don't think he's really back to full Kyler yet. I think this year he's going to be more locked in. I'm in on Kyler this year. I like the Cardinals offense.
Yeah, I just queued him up after that big spiel. I'm kind of in on him too. I'm loving my draft. I'm getting guys that I like, that I absolutely love. I still have correlation possibilities and opportunities down the stretch, but I also have really, really good running backs. Kyron Williams, Chuba, Joe Mixon. This is a good draft for me. I'm loving this draft. I just need to land the plane, or as Jonathan says, why land a plane when you can add rocket fuel? Rocket fuel.
Where would you put the Cardinals defense?
I would say I'd put the Cardinals defense as like a top for fantasy purposes, or for like,
For how many times they're gonna have to score? Put them in like a Bengals situation.
oh, I think their defense has improved substantially. They got the best cornerback in the draft at a delicious discount. They got an improved pass rush and defensive line. I think where they're going to struggle is still the linebacker core, which makes them more susceptible to the run games and the opposition's run games. I don't think they're going to improve against opposing running backs, but I think where they're going to improve is against opposing receivers and tight ends, because they were pretty much bottom tier down the stretch last year there. I think they're not a top 15, but they're not a bottom 15. They're somewhere in the middle.
PFF has them 19, but I mean they got what's his name from the Chiefs though. That was their big pickup.
No, they got what's his face? One of the sweats from Philly.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
No, Josh Sweat was
Philly.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
That was the guy I was looking for. Yep. Wrong one.
Hi,
Yeah, they're still gonna be bad.
I got a water. I got it all. Thank you. I miss you. You look so good. You beautiful fuck. James says, have Bowers outside of top 3, possibly 5. Yeah, I mean, we've talked about Brock Bowers several times, talking about how we anticipate regression. I think there was the perfect recipe for Brock Bowers to break fantasy football last year because of an anemic run game. And I don't think we're going to see an anemic run game again this year, especially with a new quarterback. Unlike, the Kyler Murray situation and Trey McBride, there's no continuity, there's no longevity, there's no rapport with this new offense, with the head coach having no history of productive tight ends and a quarterback who has no history of just being overall productive. Yeah, I mean, Brock Bowers is going to fall, but he's also one of the most talented tight ends we've ever seen come out ever in the history of ever. He didn't just win based off of, a beneficial scheme. He won based off of being just a fucking elite athlete and absolutely dominating everybody who was in front of him. So I still think that he's the tight end too, until we see later. But if we're talking about who would you rather leave the draft with, it's Trey McBride, because all signs are pointing towards him just outproducing Brock Bowers and paying off his ADP more than Brock Bowers will. But I mean, Brock Bowers you don't have a talent like that where they spent the equity and not really invest in him. So I also think Pete Carroll's been in the league long enough where he could scheme him. Any thoughts on that, Sleez?
No, I think a regression is coming, just a tiny bit.
Yeah, still tight end too. Still tight end too. James says, have McBride, Kittle, Ingram ahead of Bowers. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I mean, Kittle could. Kittle could.
Yeah. Jonathan Cole says Bowers is the 101 Kelsey Nuke season. It could be. It could be, right? Do you trust? I mean, if Najee's going to be here, I'm just going to take Najee. I wanted to take him last round, but I'll just take him. I'll just give it to me. Yeah, I mean, it's well within the realm of possibilities. Once again, he's probably the most talented tight end in the league. Like, athletically, one of the most gifted, if not the most gifted tight ends in the NFL. My only concern is scheme, and I could be very wrong just based off of my assessment. They're
going to run the ball more. That's why they drafted Genty.
Well, it's not that they're going to run the ball more. They're going to be more efficient in the run game. If you're looking at the run game last year, as I alluded to earlier, it was absolutely anemic. They couldn't move the ball worth a damn. If we're talking about third and longs, if we're talking about yards per carry, if we're talking about just running production whatsoever, the Raiders were dead last across the board. You know what I mean? They were just the worst rushing team in football. And based off of that situation, a lot of third and longs, a lot of second and longs, they had no choice but to feed Brock Bowers because nobody else really could do what, Brock Bowers was doing. And, he was everything for them and the only thing. It was great for fantasy, but bad for football. I think the Raiders want to win football games. And if you want to win football games, you're just going to have to approach it completely differently. Jonathan Siegel says, I'll take the Joker price tag. JC Joker. Yeah, the name for Joker is Ingram. Kyler is average at football, elite COD player though. I wouldn't say I'm an elite COD player. I'm fucking phenomenal at Call of Duty. You guys need to know that. Like Kyler and I, we share that addiction for Call of Duty. It really is addicting. JC says, hello, brother, stopping in, says OTL from the Twitter side. Thanks for swinging by, buddy. Okay, there's a couple shout outs for ready to draft. Okay. James says, look at Kittle's numbers when Debo wasn't playing. It's stupid. Stress Kittle. He is going to explode. New contract. Kittle is going to rock out. I'm not out on Kittle. He's my 10 and 3. I think
there was no CMC though, too. So I mean,
yeah, I think Kittle's going to be spectacular. There's nothing bad to say about him.
I agree. He could be tied in 1. He could be
easily. All right, we're going to reach here on Jordan Love. We're just going to get our quarterback here. You went 3 running backs to start here.
I did.
And I don't hate your receiving room. It's a weird draft.
This is a weird ADP fall-in draft. Look at your running back values.
Yeah.
I ran in the 4th.
Listen, okay. I'm happy with every pick I've had so far. This is a great draft and a very strange one simultaneously. I'm okay for it. I'm here for it. I like what the 104 did, just getting ones at each position here. It's not a bad tactic. I try to sprinkle that in usually when I'm around the bend, not when I'm in the middle of the draft. I do like the one strategy though. If I had correlation with Justin Herbert, I would do it. If I would like the Justin Herbert correlation later on, I would also do it. But if I don't have Ladd McConkey, I also don't really see the need in picking Justin Herbert. I mean, I think Trey Harris is going to be all right. I think he'll be fine. But Justin Herbert's just somebody who I don't really care to take without correlation in a stack.
Let's go. All right.
I love how this works out. We just took I'm done at quarterback. I got Jordan Love, Trevor Lawrence. We got Jordan Love paired up with Golden. We got Trevor Lawrence paired up with Brian Thomas Jr. This is a unique start for me, and I'm loving this draft so far. Absolutely love this draft.
It's a good start.
Yeah. Now we just need to potentially get a couple good tight ends, and then finish strong. I think I'm in 5 to 6 RB territory here. I might just protect one of my running backs for the sake of it, because I have that option with, I want to say, the first 3.
My draft is going to come down to this guy right here, Tyler the Girl, or Tyler Grinney.
Tyler Negrini?
Yep. He's going to do it too.
Tootin?
Nope, not on the way back.
Well, I don't think he's in here, so why don't you just toss me?
No, I'm not. No.
No?
Quiet.
All right. Whatever you say, brother.
I can't believe Tyler Warren's falling this far. Wow.
I'm just waiting for the tight end value right now. I'm going to take BPA. I'm hoping for Tucker Kraft, and I'm going to say it because I'm used to getting sniped. I'm used to pivoting, so it is what it is. Jonathan Cole says, take 7 RBs, Disco, even 8, load the cannon. I might go 2, 7, but like it just depends on the tight end value, right? I might have to take 3 tight ends in this build, and I also don't want to lose value at the wide receiver position while I do that. We'll see. It's all fluid. We'll figure it out when we figure it out. But it's very good, sound advice.
Dude, he's almost 20 past.
Yeah, I'm literally just chomping at the bit right now. I'm just hoping some of these values follow me.
They're going to. Everyone has 2 tight ends except for him. Oh no, not Willie. Oh yeah, it might not.
I mean, technically, I could also go Michael Penix here and try to secure a later Kyle Pitts as well, if none of the values fall to me the way I like it. But we'll see. Let's see what Mullins 90 does. Tyler Warren. There you go. That's fine. It's not the guy I wanted. Big
unstacked Justin Fields too. Huh?
Okay, Negrini doesn't need it. It's going to be Willie that snipes us. Willie should go for Dallas Goedert here.
He's going to take my guy right here. Here goes to a
Willie should go Dallas Goedert here. This Finns guy, he's QB need. No, he's tight end needy. So I'm not going to get Tucker Kraft. I want him, but I'm not going to get him.
It's all right. We'll pivot back.
Tyler Algier. Wow.
Balls.
Goddard. Okay. Come on. Do not take Tucker Kraft. He's this fish head guy, 52, is going to take Tucker Kraft, and it's going to.
Yep. Likely's nice though, bro. Likely's nice.
I like him. Don't get me wrong. I like him, but instead of going 2 tight ends now, I'm forced to go potentially 3, maybe even more than that. So it is what it is. We're used to it. We read the room. We lost our bet, but I'd rather secure the quarterback positions than the tight end position, because you could find some good tight end sleepers later on. And this opens up the door for, Luke Musgrave in round 20, which I'd like to get more of. And I know a lot of people think it's stupid and a lot of people hate him. Updog was up here just saying, Luke Musgrave is just bad at football yesterday. I'm going to bet on a guy in his 3rd year who was never really healthy to do something. And then this guy just took Kyle Pitts. That's Mikey Boy. So we like Mikey Boy. He's all right.
No, Mikey's in the doghouse right now. He took so many guys from me last draft. Mike. Oh, didn't mean to cuss. There you go.
You're good. You're good. I'm trying not to cuss. We took Brent Strange right now. This looks like 4 tight end territory.
Dude. There some the spike week guys tell you can build a 1 tight end room around Isaiah Likely. That's how good he's going to be this year.
Yeah, and here's the thing: the spike week guys have been absolutely bang on before, but they've also been absolutely dead wrong before. I tend to agree with Billy Gableman here, where I just don't want to punt any position, and I'd rather try to shore up a position. Doesn't mean I'm going to get
I like Likely a lot this year.
I love Likely. Don't get me wrong, but I also want to make sure that I'm crossing my T's and dotting my I's. Round 18 and round 19 and 20. Why not take a couple shots on tight ends? Doesn't have to be correlation pieces, but there are a couple, tight ends who go relatively undrafted that I would like to get access to. That would give me advantage against the rest of the board that doesn't really typically draft those guys. So I'm okay with going with 4 tight ends here. It looks like it's going to be a 2. My math ain't mathin'. If I went 4 tight ends, 2 quarterbacks.
2-7-7-4.
I don't know if I'm going to go 7 running backs. I'm so good at the running back position. I might go 6. I might go 2, 6, 8, 4.
That's unique.
I'm okay with that. Yeah, Mikey Boy's I wanted to do the Penix move here, but I needed a tight end.
Does Chick fall a lot?
Lately, the trend has been people, and it's very important to follow trends, right? Because
everyone's drafting him early,
and that's the importance of best ball and why we draft all summer. We kind of have a pulse on the ADP, what's trending, what's not trending. There was a time where Will Shipley would just be drafted 30 spots ahead of ADP. People have kind of calmed down on that, which is kind of nice. But lately the trend has been a lot of Chigakonku, and because the trend is a lot of Chigakonku and he's kind of rising up in ADP, if I am building a team with Cam Ward and with the Tennessee Titans offense, I'll take Gunnar Helm in round 20. Why the hell not? Not a lot of people have him.
I've just been seeing him go higher and higher. It's very crazy.
Yeah, Pat Bryant. Let's fucking go. I feel like Pat Bryant fell a lot. Yeah, he fell 21 picks. I like Pat Bryant this year more than I like Cortland Sutton, just to put that in perspective. I'm not big on Cortland Sutton. I don't know how chat feels about Cortland Sutton, but yeah. Willie says the tight end whisperer likely is the next Antonio Gates. I love the player comp. I think he's the next Aaron Hernandez minus the murder thing.
I think those are the 2 most inflated values at wide receiver, Cortland Sutton and Terry McLaurin.
It is very inflated. I can't disagree with you with the Terry McLaurin take.
They're both just touchdown dependent with not a lot of volume.
Yes, I don't disagree. I'm thinking Pop.
Oh yeah, Chigakonkwo, bro. You fucking lying to me, dude. 10, 11 spots early with no correlation at tight end. You're the guy lying.
Yeah,
You're
he's
the
just
fucking
getting
guy.
he's playing the late tight end game, man. I mean, it is what it is. It happens. I wanted Chubb. You took him. Fuck.
Yeah, I would have taken Chig.
All right. This is my first share of both
Just
Jarquez
talking.
and Kyron Williams. I like what I did there.
Would have never taken it without us talking. I know it.
Who?
Whoever this guy is.
Oh, there's no way a jocular lion is in our chat.
They do. Right? They listen.
No, there's no way he's in our chat right now. There's no way he's listening. There's no way he's definitely not subscribed. That's for sure. 4 roster spots on the lowest scoring position. I'll never do it, but that's just me. I respect it. But I mean, for your argument there, when things were kind of normal and running backs weren't, breaking fantasy football, i.e., last year, 4 tight ends won the league, and 4 tight ends was kind of a good move, especially if you were pushing the position late. It's all theory, right? Saying never to a different theory and a different strategy kind of limits you, especially if that theory and strategy is the one that hits. You just got to get the right combinations and the right guys. I think I'm good enough everywhere in my, like, I have a very, very safe offense everywhere. My only position that is in question right now is this tight end position. Did all 4 tight ends add points to the team? Do you know the data? I would say that it didn't hurt the team, especially because he pushed the position. It's not a roster construction situation where like it lined up perfectly. He had, the right guys. He had CeeDee Lamb. He had Kyron. I believe he also had Puka. Those guys were all phenomenal. He had I don't remember the rest of his running backs, but I mean, it
also depends on that whole team staying healthy too.
It's not like it's the recommended strategy, but like the only recommended strategy is being contrarian and sticking to your guns in 150 different lineups, right? Because at some point, one of these is going to hit and one of these is going to smash, and it just you got to go with the flow, and you got to do what you got to do, right? If I get like a Mason Taylor falling to me, which I doubt it happens, I don't trust a Theo Johnson or a Tyler Higbee or Jatavian Sanders as my 3rd tight end. So I need to get a couple of guys. A jocular line says some nonsense drafting going on here. That's the guy that sniped you on Chig.
What are you wearing, girl?
Something that will cover up her arm.
Look at this, dude.
Jonathan Cole says you could stop at 2 with that room. If Mason Taylor falls for me, I'll stop at 3. I'm stopping at 3.
Yeah.
Wait,
on the
what
clock,
is she
bro.
wearing? What is she
a
wearing?
Nike shirt. My wife.
Let me see.
Nike pink.
Show me. I don't care about her back. Show me her beautiful face. Oh, it's a puppy cam. Oh, he said, "You, hello." She's so sweet.
So that will help her.
She's getting bigger, man.
Well, yeah, that's what happens, sir. They get bigger. If Anthony Richardson has a crazy slide, I might go with a 3 quarterback build here and just go super vanilla. Why the hell not, right?
Dude, he goes like 220 every draft. It's crazy.
Yeah, just reading the room. Fuck, do I just say screw it and invest in Blake Corum as well? Just get like super weird and secure a top rushing offense?
I mean, you have Hunter this time too?
Yeah, I got this is my first time getting both Hunter and both Hunter and Kyron. Dynasty Doc says 2 of my favorite motherfuckers. How we doing, Sleez and Disco? Living the dream. Dynasty Doc, thank you for swinging by, brother. I hope you're having a great day. He's an excellent follow, guys, especially if you're in the whole Dynasty deal and situation. He's an excellent follow on Twitter. Highly recommend it. All right.
I reached for it.
Take Amari here.
A lot of Amari talk to the Steelers.
I mean, they're going to end up somewhere. In round 18, why the hell not? As my wide receiver 8, why the hell not? I'm here for it.
If Keenan Allen actually goes back to the Chargers, what now do you really think of Loud McConkey's ADP?
I'm not out on McConkey's ADP. I think he can pay it off. I don't think Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Trey Harris, I don't think any of them impact what he does. He's going to be on the field a lot. I think if they add more wide receivers to that room, what it's going to do, and ultimately for him, is it's just going to give him more one-on-one situations to win in the slot. And I think he has the ability, he has the knowledge, he has.
You don't think Keenan Allen at his old age would be playing limited slot?
I don't think there's a single player in the NFL that's a free agent, and I don't think there's a single player in the NFL that would limit Ladd McConkey's ceiling. It's like saying I think T. Higgins limits Jamar Chase's ceiling, or it's like saying I think Luther Burden limits Roma Dunze or DJ Moore's season. It just means that defenses have to play them more honestly, and he'll have more one-on-one coverage against possibly like the third best defender in man coverage. And he's going to find all the holes and bubbles and all the zone defenses. That offense is meant to work through the slot and somebody who can control the seams and the unders. Typically, we've seen Harbaugh do it with tight ends before, but now they could do it with a slot, like a legitimate slot receiver. So I'm here for all of it.
All right, can I drop a little knowledge on you here before you move on?
Absolutely.
Okay, so the last 4 times Keenan Allen has played with Justin Herbert, having the rapport with him, knowing his game, he's had 150 targets every single year.
Yeah,
I know he's younger. I know he's younger.
It's more of a scheme thing. It's more of a scheme fit, right? If Keenan Allen does go there, I mean, I don't think Keenan Allen's value in ADP is going to skyrocket. I think where Keenan Allen kind of like kills the value is probably Trey Harris and definitely Mike Williams. But yeah, it just makes me more bullish on
Herbert,
on Ladd McConkey.
On Ladd?
Yeah, it makes me more bullish on Ladd McConkey because he's going to face more honest coverage, honestly. Colby and Caldog says Jules got drip. That's Sleez's beautiful pup. Jonathan Cole says the thesis is that replacement levels RB could go for 20 to 25 for a month. Tight ends just don't do that. Debatable. Taysom Hill. I might just get Ben Sinnott just to prove a point. Who the Samson went so? Oh, you took him, you motherfucker.
Not me.
Yeah, you took Samson.
Not me.
Yeah, you took him, you bitch.
Dude, you picked before me. I got him after you. You took Mason Taylor. You don't need a 4th tight end here. I'm telling you. Do not do it.
I know I don't. I'm looking at running back. Stop yelling at me in public.
Mananjai.
Well, we're just queuing up a few guys. This might be the Zamir team.
Merritt. I know you.
This might be the Zamir team. God, my assessment on Kamani Vidal last year, so bang on.
This would have been just so perfect without this guy taking Conquo. I'm so mad.
I remember making Debro spit out his drink when I gave my breakdown on Kamani Vidal. I told him I don't know what language Kamani Vidal is, but I'm sure the direct translation is Isaiah Spiller 2.0. He spat out his drink. It was so good. You guys are so lucky to have dogs. It's such a blessing. My dogs are everything. Definitely don't take Quorum, in my opinion. No, we didn't do it. And those could be great flex scores with your studs. You're right. Hey man, I'm listening. Just came over from the draft room 102. Sweet. So what we do at the end of every draft is we look at everybody in the community's lineups and their draft and their picks, and we kind of just do an overall breakdown, look at their roster, look at their construction, give advice and feedback if they want the advice and feedback. If that's something you're interested in, we'll gladly add you to the community list that we go over. Cool. You guys do this Monday to Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern here on the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel. Monday to Friday over on Sleez Bomb's YouTube channel at 6 p.m., sometimes even 5 p.m. Eastern time. And on the weekends, he does the other stuff. It's great. Kind words appreciated, brother. Dynasty Dog, we love you, man. And welcome to the community, Josh M. Stay the same, Sleed. Lad is a stud. Exactly. Not to be rude, folks. Community. We have 24 viewers. Please smash
the like.
I'd appreciate that. James, thank you for spotlighting that. James is one of the greatest humans on the planet. Dynasty Dog says, be interesting to see where Keenan and Amari end up. Would like to see one in Pitt. I wouldn't like to see any of them in Pitt. I want to see Darnell Washington be a thing in Pitt. That's what I want to see. I want to see Jalen Warren be pretty much the receiver too in Pitt. I want to see DK Metcalf just absolutely be elite there in Pittsburgh. I will say, I've been saying this all offseason, but yesterday, our good friend Laquan, the real fantasy, real dynasty FF, Laquan from the NFL Network, he posted about Keenan Allen and how he doesn't have a home. We've been saying this all year. I think last night's the first time I put in a tweet, and I think I got like 30 likes, which is insane for a comment on like an NFL person's Twitter. And I said, we saw DeAndre Hopkins and what he did a couple of years ago when he signed to Tennessee Titans. He bypassed all OTAs and the bullshit that OTAs do. He bypassed majority of training camp. They don't want to go through and endure, the crazy veterans, especially as an older wide receiver. They don't want to do that. And like, is that a great thing for them injury wise? No, but they're going to sign late. They're going to sign sometime in August. And if I'm wrong, whatever. I've been wrong before. Shout out to Aaron Rodgers. Fuck him.
August 18th. It's not over.
Yeah, fine. NFL DFS August 18th. It's happening still. NFL DFS picks. Shout out to Dan. Dan is a constant on our weekly shores in season. This guy's just like the parlay goat. Speaking of parlays, Dan, how did your parlay go last night? NFL DFS pick says my dog ate a bunch of Scrabble tiles, so we had to take him to the vet. No word yet.
Jesus.
No, it's a dad joke. It's no word yet. Get it?
Yeah.
Scrabble, fuck, it's good. Jonathan Cole says it's not debatable. Tight ends don't go 20 to 25 touches. You're right. I thought you meant 20 to 25 points. If Allen doesn't land with the Chargers, we'll have to draft McConkey. Won't like it. I'm drafting him regardless. Kamani Vidal is pointing at Jadon Blue. Ooh. Here's the thing about Kamani Vidal. Didn't like him. Didn't like his tape. I thought he was going to be absolutely pathetic. I think Jadon Blue will be an all right NFL pro. Do I think he's going to be phenomenal this year? I think he'll be all right. I think we're going to get spurts where it's RB by committee, and all three of them are going to have points where they're going to be good. So I think Blue is worth a stash, especially if anything happens to Javonte Williams. Miles Sanders hates football, so I mean that also could be a situation. But I mean, Miles Sanders has the ability to be a top 10 running back. We've seen him do it before. Javonte's just the only guy who's like it's make or break. There's two guys who are playing for their NFL lives in that offense. There's two running backs who are playing because if Miles Sanders sucks and if Javonte Williams sucks, I don't think they're going to get another shot.
They shouldn't even have had one.
Yeah, Dennis Rodriguez. Shout out to my guy Chef. He says Disco. Darnell Washington is similar to a king-size mattress. How does he not lead the NFL in red zone targets? I'm in on Darnell Washington this year. I have him pretty much in every dynasty. Had the over in Seattle Mariner game today. Nice Trader Joe. Shout out to you, brother. Jonathan Go says that's how you get 20 to 25 points, right? More than often. You could be right, but like there's also the Darnell Parham situation. There's also the Marquez Valdez Scantling situation. There's also the situation where you got with what was Stone Smart? Stone Smart was like a league winner. Grad Caltera, he was absolutely solid. There's spots and plots where these guys perform late. You know what I mean? On an occasion. But hey, I agree to disagree once again, man. I think you're a very sharp drafter, one of my favorite drafters on the planet. And
watch Trey McBride go down and tip Ryman as a thing.
Oh God, I don't wish that on me. Don't wish that on me, Bobby. Jace Ward goes 2792. Josh Allen, Jared Goff as his two quarterbacks. Let's catch up with Dan here. He says parlay was looking good. Tipped and pulled all the starters at the start of the fourth quarter. Pacers W. The 30-point lead made the books billions yesterday. Heard. Yeah, it was a weird one. I'm hoping Game 7's more competitive. I have fingers crossed that Holker breaks out this year.
Saints tight end Holker.
Oh, I liked Holker last year. I was like, that name sounds familiar. I thought it was the kid that everybody was in on from Houston last year. I might take some shots on that guy too. Not Schultz. Josh Allen, Jared Goff. This is Jace Ward, very sharp. RJ Harvey, whom I'm trying to get a little bit more of. I'll be real. Tony Pollard, Brian Robinson, Zach Charbonnet. I don't hate your first four. Tank Bigsby, Keaton Mitchell, Sean Tucker. There's a world. Amon-Ra St. Brown, correlation piece right there. Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. Ooh, significant teardrop. Quentin Johnston, Joshua Palmer, Alec Pierce, De'Ami Brown, Dante Thornton, Isaac Tesla, George Kittle, Dalton Kincaid. I think you put too much equity in the ones and not enough in the wide receiver position. I don't see a world where you'll have consistent top 10 free wide receiver performances on a weekly basis. I like your first three, but do I think that they'll be top 5, top 10 wide receivers on a weekly basis? No. And your running back room isn't good enough for you to sacrifice your wide receiver room either. This is not as balanced as you typically do draft. You're a very sharp drafter. This isn't my favorite roster of yours.
Well, that's what happens when you go elite quarterback, elite tight end.
Yeah. And I mean, like, there's decent correlation, like Kincaid, Joshua Palmer, and Josh Allen. Like, I don't hate that. I just hate that,
I just don't like reaching on. Kincaid falls like 8 to 10 spots sometimes too. I know you wanted the correlation, but you could have taken a wide receiver there. Look at, say, 133, maybe like a Hollywood Brown or a Cedric Tillman or Wandale Robinson. That's reaching still, but
yeah,
it's not bad. It's just rough.
Just way too heavy on the ones, and you sacrifice a lot. All right, Mikey Boy G, Sleez, you got this one. 3683, Baker Mayfield, CJ Stroud, Michael Penix. I don't think you needed to insert the Penix here, but let's keep it going. It's a great quarterback room, absolutely spectacular. Breece Hall, Trayvon Henderson, Isaiah Pacheco, not a bad first three. Trey Benson, if anything happens to James Conner and this guy decides to like football, all signs are pointing to him having an excellent offseason, putting on weight, not bad. Marshawn Lloyd, maybe he's good at football. Devin Neal, not bad situation, especially with an aging Kamara. I think Kamara doesn't finish the season. Nico Collins, Drake London, Mike Evans, Juan Jennings, Christian Kirk, Demario Douglas, Calvin Austin, Tyler Lockett, Mark Andrews, Kyle Pitts, Cade Otton. He got Baker, Evans, Otton. He got Stroud, Collins, and Christian Kirk, which is fucking beautiful. I love that. And then he got Kyle Pitts with Michael Penix. Is there anybody else from
Drake?
And Drake. Yeah, this is great. Top to bottom. I love this draft. This is an A-.
Yep.
Pacheco's kind of like a dead spot for your RB3, in my opinion. I think there's too much draft equity spent on him right now. I'd much rather take a shot on a Brashard Smith or an Elijah Mitchell far later on. I think you're going to get better production, especially in a PPR format. What do you think, Sleez?
A-. The only thing, same thing you said. I don't think you needed Penix, but you got it at value. I don't think Pacheco, your RB3. We could say we hate Pacheco all we want, which I'm out. But if he hits, it's solid value. So there's one where that happens. This is as balanced as it gets. This is an A- draft.
It's a good draft.
The only thing I don't like is the Pacheco pick. That's it.
Yeah, and that's not a roster construction situation. That's more of a player take.
And
but based off of roster construction and everything else, it's good. It's very good. Excellent work. All right, so we said the 102 is in here. That's Mullins 90. We'll take a look at him. He goes 3-6-8-3. Justin Fields, Sam Darnold, Bryce Young. Not a bad quarterback room at all. Bucky Irving, Kenneth Walker, Ramondre Stevenson, Javonte Williams. I love this running back room. Ray Davis, Blake Corum. This is a good running back room. Very good. Justin Jefferson to go with. Oh, I almost said Sam Darnold. Stupid me. Jackson Smith and Jigba to go with Sam Darnold. Like that a lot. Zay Flowers can spike any day, every day. Roma Dunze, Khalil Shakir, DeAndre Hopkins, Adonai Mitchell. Alan Lazard is a nice dart throw correlation piece with Justin Fields. Travis Kelce, Tyler Warren, Dalton Schultz. So it's a good tight end room. I'm trying to see if there's more correlation here. Not bad. Honestly, it's a good draft. It's a very sound, very balanced draft across the board. You have really good rooms. This is an A for me, man. I have no complaints. You guys brought your A game today for sure.
I like this draft a lot too. The only thing would be like you don't need to reach on Dalton Schultz. But when you got Tyler Warren to fall 15 spots, that's gold. He's my most drafted tight end, Evan Ingram. I mean, yeah, it's a good draft. This is A- territory again.
Yeah, this is good. This is good. Okay, let's catch up with the chat. He said Colorado State. Heard. Good luck with your dog NFL DFS picks. He's like, good luck. It's a dad joke. He's like, it's a dad joke. No word yet. Scrabble tiles. I got it right away, man. I laughed hysterically. It was a really good one. Shout out to Stat ATL, Billy Gableman. Thanks for swinging by, buddy. He says, disco, good. Happy Friday, gents. Lazard is headed to Pitts. Can't be drafting him with Fields. NFL DFS pick says right over my head, and I'm a dad, and you're a dog lover, clearly. Is Bryce Young unstacked QB3? Yeah, it's an unstacked QB3. Huh?
He was 20 past. So
yeah, I mean, like, there's a world where Sam Darnold and Justin Fields will both struggle mightily, and he'll have a safer floor with a quarterback piece here. And I don't think he's sacrificing much by taking a late Bryce Young as a QB3 with such a volatile quarterback room. I think it's good protection piece. Yes, correlation would have sent it over the top, but it's just a good draft, very balanced. A couple A minuses tonight, yeah, and I'm not being nice either. You guys just brought your A game. Jonathan Coe, much meaner than me. He says auto B minus. It's fine. Tyler Warren value, yeah, it's great. Tyler Warren is the best QB on the Colts. I've also said this before, and I love that you said that as well. All right, Boner, you got this one. Sleazy goes 3-6-9-2. Patrick Mahomes, Drake, May. I don't think you needed Daniel Jones here.
Not need Denny Dimes.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor, Omarion Hampton, Jordan Mason. I like it. Austin, I like it. Austin Eckler, Braylon Allen. You definitely didn't need Kareem Hunt. You're fine at 5. Jamar Chase, Rashee Rice. So Mahomes and Rashee. Jameson Williams, Michael Pittman, Kyle Williams, and Drake May, Daniel Jones, and Michael Pittman potentially as well. Cedric Tillman, Jalen Noel, Alec Manor, Jalen Royals is a nice late dart to also pair with Mahomes. He's a Laporta Saporta, and he got Hunter Henry with Drake May as well. What do you think, Sleez?
I think this is going to be a late burner more than an early burner. Like I said a couple times now, I need to get more Omarion Hampton, but I still believe he's going to be a league winner down the stretch. I don't think, you got Jordan Mason as well, who's waiting on an Aaron Jones injury. So you're banking on JT and, carrying your load pretty much for the first 4 to 5 weeks for them to get relevant. That's the only thing that worries me about this team is the running backs not kicking it off right away. The rest, your 3 wide receivers are burners. You have a nice floor with Pittman. Kyle Williams, the hype is there. I need to see it first. I like
I'm as a Patriots fan, I don't have any Kyle Williams. I'm not buying him at this ADP. Him and Stephon Diggs are overpriced in my opinion.
And the wide receiver room is really not that strong to me. So it's not Boner's best work, but it's not bad. I think it's a late burner team. It's going to pop down the stretch.
From a construction standpoint, like the unnecessary pick of Daniel Jones, that brings it down to B territory. But other than that, I mean, the correlation's there. It's a solid B for me. It's a solid B. I don't see a weakness, and I don't see like an overwhelming strength. It's a solid B. I mean, drafting at the front, it makes sense that you reached 10 ahead of Patrick Mahomes, even though he falls. But I also had Worthy, so it makes sense. All right, Willie 86. He goes 2-6-9-3. He goes Jalen Hurts, a few picks past. Kyler Murray, a few picks past. Very nice quarterback room. Derrick Henry, James Conner, Quinshawn Judkins, J.K. Dobbins, Brashard Smith, Ty Johnson. Really good running back room.
Everybody keeps taking these dart shots on Ty Johnson.
Why not? I mean, shit. It's the usage last year alone, especially as a pass catching back. He has that Justice Hill upside this year. CeeDee Lamb, Devontae Adams, Devonta Smith to go with Jalen Hurts, Emeka Egbuka, Rashad Bateman, Hollywood Brown, Keenan Allen could potentially end up in Arizona. That's my favorite landing spot for him. A little micro stack with Michael Wilson, Kyler Murray. I wouldn't really call James Conner micro stack territory. They're like bottom of the league when it comes to just overall receptions and targets for the running back position. Deontay Johnson is worth a dart throw. I don't hate that. Dallas Goedert with Jalen Hurts, Pat Freiermuth, Tyler Conklin. This is not bad. Sleaze, what do you think?
I think James Conner gets a lot of receptions, by the way. First of all, I think he got like 55 last year.
You think?
Yeah, he gets a lot of. James Conner is a very good pass catching back for his big body.
That went over my head. Okay.
Love the running back room, quarterback room. Studley, Emeka Egbuka is one of my favorite picks in the middle.
Yeah.
Rashad Bateman, I think, is massively undervalued. You got him at a value. Hollywood Brown, I'm starting to come around. I mean, if it's Mahomes, wide receiver 1 or the quarterback 1 revenge tour, why not take some shots on him? I need some more Hollywood Brown.
Oh yeah.
Keenan Allen, all right, he's going to go up a couple rounds, so I'm okay with the reach once he signs. Deontay Johnson with a shot. Michael Wilson can pop every now and then. You're really going to be hurting the tight end room, though. But if there's any position to give up, it's the tight end position.
Yeah.
So I do not like Goddard, Freiermuth, or Conklin.
Yeah. How many likes are we at, chat? I say that because you guys know what I do when I ask how many likes we're at. We have 200 people watching on Sleez Bomb's Twitter. That's insane. Thank you for sharing this to your Twitter, Sleez. We got 54 people on the Big Draft Energy YouTube side, Twitter side, and we got 29 people here on the Big Draft Energy Twitter channel. A massive thank you to all of you guys joining us on your Friday night. You didn't have to, but you're here. You're rocking with us. It means the world. If you guys want to take part in our drafts, you guys want to take part in our community, it costs you nothing to subscribe to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel or the Sleaze Bomb YouTube channel. It costs you nothing to like the video, and it costs you nothing to type in the chat and just become part of the community, because we really are a growing community. It's the best community in football, period. I don't think anybody can say with a straight face and any honesty that their community is better than this community, because you guys are fucking incredible. I love every last one of you. Thank you guys for your continued support. Would help us a heck of a lot if you guys came over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel and the Sleaze Bomb YouTube channel. Smash the like, subscribe, would mean the world. So let's catch up with the chat before we go to the next one. Jonathan Coe says, insurance doesn't win tournaments. Debatable. Things change. Nothing is finite.
That's
every
what
week
said yesterday, though, too. Made me think I need to stop He's like, handcuffs, don't do it unless it's round 20. It's waste.
Yeah. I mean, but there's a world where sometimes it works, right? Every week counts the same in drafters. Amen and hallelujah. Stat ATL. It wasn't my favorite draft. A lot of you guys went before my. Yeah, I appreciate the feedback. Always, man. You're a very sharp drafter, and I think you did it. Dance Rodriguez says Deontay, D Hop, Amari, all expired. Cup and Allen still have a few days before they expire. That's crazy. What's your favorite draft slot this year? All of them. I'm him, the guy. Community first, says James. I would say the 106 is my favorite. I've missed drafting around the bend. I haven't had like a bend pick where it's the 101 or the 112 in forever.
You want to know what my favorite spot is, Dan? It's the 103 because it's the only way I can get Garrett Wilson.
I mean, you could reach on him at the back end.
I just wanted to throw it out there for him.
Yeah, you love your Garrett Wilson. He's not in on Garrett Wilson. I'm kind of with him. 2792 for Mossy. You got this one, Sleaze. Brock Purdy, Dak Prescott, James Cook, Aaron Jones, Tajay Spears, Rashad White, Will Shipley, Miles Sanders, Taj Brooks. Little micro stack there with Miles Sanders and Dak. Not bad. Puka, Lad McConkey, George Pickens. Some more correlation there with Dak, with Pickens. I love your receiving room. Chris Godwin, Ricky Pearsall with Brock Purdy, Romeo Dobbs, Darius Slayton, Jalen Colker, Troy Franklin, and you also got Trey McBride at a delicious 5-pick drop, and Jake Ferguson to also be correlated with Dak Prescott. In my world, like I love this draft. Your running back room is what's going to make or break this. If Aaron Jones, Tajay Spears, Rashad White, Will Shipley, Miles Sanders, if all of these guys stagger their performances, this draft has a winning upside. But it's also like not the safest running back room.
That's the only problem. That's why I give it a B. B plus.
It's got the floor of a B, and it's got the ceiling of an A plus.
Well, Chris Godwin's kind of sketched to me. Ricky Pearsall, I think, is going to explode. Romeo Dobbs is massively undervalued. Slayton's a home run hitter. Coker may not be on the roster, guys, as well, so you need to pay attention to that. Troy Franklin, home run hitter. When you have McBride, Ferguson's a perfect match with Dak, Purdy, Pearsall. It's all great. If Aaron Jones goes down, this team is cooked.
Yeah, but I mean, if Tony Pollard goes down, this team is awesome. If Rashad White goes back to form and he's not playing hurt like he did last year, he's a PPR gold mine. Will Shipley, like there's a world where this could fucking smash.
It could, right? Yeah. It could.
I love this draft simply because like it's all or nothing, and these are the drafts.
What if James Cook is a holdout and we don't know what's going on there?
James Cook has already reported to camp and said he likes his money. He's hemorrhaged money left, right, and center for not showing up. So he's going to be there. People are just not privy to this knowledge and this information. It's not a holdout. It's more like a hold in with him being active and present. So, yeah.
I mean,
he's
McBride at 31
James Cook's going to be fine, guys. Don't let him keep falling the way he's been falling. Bone says there's easily a world where Garrett Wilson is a better keeper pick than Drake London, right? I keep tilting on that decision. No, not in my world. Yeah, agreed. RBs will determine. Thanks for the fun draft, boys. Hope you two have a great weekend. God bless you, brother. Love you, Mossy. Thanks for swinging by, man. Disco. Garrett Wilson might lead the league in targets. He's been a target.
Take notes.
He has been a target monster every single year, but it has never, ever transitioned into being a league winner.
He was top 10 last year.
Yeah, but was he a league winner? How many league winning lineups
top
was
10
Garrett
wide
Wilson?
receiver still good?
Okay, he was drafted as a top 7, top 8 wide receiver. He didn't return on investment. He wasn't even a fair.
He returned more than AJ Brown did.
Yeah, and you're not wrong. He outperformed AJ Brown last year, but AJ Brown did not play every single game and have 1 million targets. Last year, AJ Brown was on the offense that ran the ball the most in NFL history. Saquon Barkley had a historical season with 2,000 plus rushing yards.
Oh, Jets
and he still finished as the wide
receiver.
He still finished as the wide receiver 8 when he was healthy in the lineup, because that's how efficient and explosive he is. So if we're just looking at an efficiency metric, AJ Brown just blows this guy out of the water. Garrett Wilson might go down as the most inefficient wide receiver in league history. Is it his fault, or is it the quarterback situation? Yet to be determined. But I mean, we've seen him with several different quarterbacks. We've seen him get targeted with several different quarterbacks. It just hasn't translated yet. So am I going to bet on him translating it this year? No, I'm not. Do I think AJ Brown has that upside? We've seen it pretty much every year, and we also saw it last year where the situation was not ideal for AJ Brown. So I'm backing on AJ Brown. Love AJ Brown.
20 gifted that Garrett Wilson outperforms AJ Brown this year?
Fine.
Overall finish?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, we will caveat it with an injury clause.
Oh, Dan 2.0 me right now, like Nico Collins.
It's not Dan 2.0, right? In this business, I think it is fucking pathetic if people do victory laps based off of injuries and win bets based off of injuries, and it sucks. So I will always caveat my bet with injuries. If healthy, both of them playing, 15 to 17 games, not missing more than 2 games each.
You know how many NBA Finals, Super Bowls, World Series have been won because the superstar has been injured?
Yeah, because the sports books are as crooked as humanly possible. That is not me. I have integrity behind what I do. If you lose the bet because Garrett Wilson gets injured week 1, that's not fair. No, I will not. Like, I will, because of who I am as a man, I will not accept your money, right? It's an integrity thing. It goes both ways. It's not just one-sided because I'm out on AJ Brown. I am 100% ranking and higher on AJ Brown than I am on Garrett Wilson. Like, clip it, cut it, do whatever you want. I don't love Garrett Wilson. Non-PPR league as well. Wilson has the 21st highest points per game wide receiver, and that's all that matters. Inefficient. With injuries, bets should be voided. Amen. All right, let's look at your draft here, Sleez. How do you feel about what you did here?
It would have been an A+, but I got Chig.
Okay. All right. I don't think I ever thought I'd hear those words come out of your mouth.
I was trolling you.
I
think it's very good, but at the 3.683 is always going to eat better grade because you're always balanced across.
Yeah. So the vanilla gorilla, the missionary dream, fucking does it again with the 3.683 roster construction. Shout out to you, Mr. Missionary. Missionary does the job too, man. Caleb Williams, Tua Tagovailoa, Cam Ward. I like your quarterback room. Not a lot of rushing upside. Caleb Williams is probably your best rushing threat there, but I mean, it's still a good quarterback room. I'm going to say that's a B+, A- QB room. CMC, Devon H.N., Chase Brown, A+ running back room already. I don't need to look at the rest, but you have Dylan Sampson, and Updog says he loves him. So if Updog loves him, we love him. And I already have a lot of exposure, but I need more. Jalen Wright, Nick Chubb. I wanted Nick Chubb, but it is what it is. DJ Moore to go with Caleb, Calvin Ridley to go with Cam Ward, Jerry Jeudy, Jaden Reed, Cooper Kupp, Keon Coleman, Malik Washington with Tua, Josh Reynolds. I like your receiving room a lot. Your receiving room can either make or break this lineup. If all of these guys hit, which we've seen them do in the past, all of them have hit in the past, except for Keon Coleman, that this lineup has a lot of potential, especially with your running back room and quarterback room. Jonnu Smith, don't love him. I know you do. I think he's
15 passed. 15 passed.
Still think he's the worst pick in fantasy football this year. He's correlated with Tua. So you got Tua, Devon Achane, Malik Washington, Jonnu. Great. Colson Loveland goes with DJ Moore and Caleb. Also
and
really
this
good.
Is where King was supposed to be.
Yeah, I mean, instead of taking Elijah Arroyo, I still would have just taken a shot on Gunnar Helm just to keep correlation purposes. Because, I mean, Helm goes relatively undrafted. A lot of people are privy to Elijah Arroyo. All in all, this is a B plus.
Take it.
B plus. It's good. It's good. I hate that you always start so many running backs, but you always seem to do well at the wide receiver position. Like all of your guys here are spike week monsters. People are forgetting 2 years ago, DJ Moore put up like 50 fantasy points in one game. It's insane. Not bad.
Bust your team up?
Yeah, just let me catch up with the chat first. Garrett Wilson might lead the league in targets. Ohio State connection, can't wait for it. Non-PPR league as well. We got all that. Why should Mookie be voided? Who? The fuck? Shout out to 2 years of the card. Who's Mookie? Who's getting stacked the most? Stroud.
Darnold.
Scary wide receiver room. Stroud and Darnold for sure. That's because he is a wide receiver whore. Okay. This is what I do, guys. They call me Big Draft Energy, not because we draft poorly, but because we draft very big, and I'm also 6'8". Shout out to Big tall motherfucker, because nothing fits, and we don't fit in anything. It's just awful. In England, they have bursaries for big people. In Canada, it's kind of like you're just shunned. You are just a fucking freak of nature. Anyways, moving on. I'm not bitter. You are. 2693. I fucking rambled there. Jeez Louise. 2693. Jordan Love, Trevor Lawrence are my quarterbacks. Kyron Williams, Chuba, Joe Mixon, Najee Harris, Jarquez Hunter, and Elijah Mitchell at my running back room. I like my running back room a lot. My wide receiver room, I have Brian Thomas Jr. No matter what, he and Puka, I keep going back and forth like daily. Which one of them is going to be the wide receiver one? But at the end of the day, I think I'm going to rank them 1 and 2. It's going to be one or the other though. Trevor Lawrence, Brian Thomas Jr., good correlation there. AJ Brown, Xavier Worthy. If you guys know, you know. I got Matthew Golden and Jordan Love. I got Darnell Mooney, Jaden Higgins, Pat Bryant, well past ADP, Amari Cooper, and Dontavian Wicks. Just another correlation piece with Jordan Love here. I go Isaiah Likely because tight end, there was a nice run right before me. Brenton Strange, more correlation there with Trevor Lawrence, and Mason Taylor because he fell 15 past ADP, and I needed a third tight end to shore up this offense. This is one of my favorite drafts, Sleez.
This is an A. So I give it a solid A. I mean, some of the best value you can get at quarterback in the middle is Jordan Love, Trevor Lawrence. Kyron Williams falls to the 4th. That's a joke. Chuba Hubbard's one of the best underrated football players in every single aspect for some reason. I don't want to hear any Rico Dowdle nonsense. Joe Mixon, Najee Harris. Najee falls again 10 spots. That's great. Hunter, whatever. I'm not buying it's Kyron always, but you got a little, cuff there. Elijah Mitchell, there's a world where he can be relevant for the Chiefs. There's always a Chiefs running back that pops. BTJ, AJ Brown, Garrett Wilson's better. Xavier Worthy, Matthew Golden, Darnell Mooney, Jaden Higgins, all spike week hitters. Pat Bryant could even be a spike week hitter. 20 passed on Pat Bryant. That's nice. Amari Cooper signs. He goes up 20 spots. I like to see a little Dontavian Wicks in there for the Matthew Golden, Jordan Love stack. Isaiah Likely is someone that you should draft every time he's near you, every time he's 10 spots near you. I think his monster year is here. I'd rather have him than Mark Andrews, and I think he outproduces Mark Andrews this year. Brenton Strange, Trevor Lawrence, great value. Mason Taylor, 15 pass. This is your best draft, even ADP-wise and construction-wise. I think it's one of your top 3 of the year.
I would say it's up there, top 5, top 10. It's one of my better drafts. There was a draft I was very excited about. I just don't remember it.
I just think you're too low on Likely. I think it's phenomenal draft.
I like Likely in a as the
he
tight end
burned you
too.
last year, so you're biased. That's what it is.
No, I loved Isaiah Likely last year, and he paid off where he was being drafted significantly. He was on a lot of my paying and winning lineups. So I love Isaiah Likely. I can't stop drafting him. I love him. I don't think your assessment's wrong on him. But if we're just talking about on a roster construction basis and point, I like him as like a tight end 2 if I go elite tight end, or like a tight end 2 where I'm pushing the tight end position. Him being my premium tight end here, and me not loving Brenton Strange or Mason Taylor to really like, especially in an offense that I don't anticipate is going to pass a heck of a lot.
I like Brenton Strange too.
Yeah, I don't hate him. I think Strange is going to be all right. I think Taylor's going to be all right. I think Likely is going to be all right. But like, you also got to look at no team. I mean, other than the Eagles, these guys run the ball a heck of a lot. So Likely's just based off of opportunity alone as my premium tight end. I think it limits my team here. But yeah,
I just don't believe King Henry. I know he's a unicorn, age 31. He's not getting these touches again. They're going to have to at some point shut this guy down for a little bit.
He's going for 2,000 yards so he can be featured on an Adam Sandler movie.
No, it's ridiculous. There's no way he's getting 350 touches again.
I love it. That's because he's a wide receiver whore. Who?
Justin Fields to Garrett Wilson.
Oh, yeah. I mean, whatever, man. Ben King. Shout out to you, Ben King.
Thanks
for swinging by. He says baguettes in clusters. What the fuck does that mean? Adams can't see it any other way. Disco, Team Yo A plus, best team I've seen you draft. Appreciate you, brother. Real talk. He likes Likely more than I do. I love Likely. Likely. A lot of likes there. Speaking of likes, guys, on your way out, please smash a like. Sleez, do we know who's live from the community right now that we can raid? So guys, we try to spread the love as much as humanly possible. I'm very blessed, and Sleez is very blessed that like this community rocks. We got 25 people here rocking with us and supporting us and just being absolutely incredible. JT Best Ball is live right now, right?
That's what I was just saying in the private chat.
I'm not stopping.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do, guys. JT Best Ball is doing this like big.
I'll be on there at 8.
Big stream. Sleez is gonna be heading over there at 8 what? Western?
11 p.m. your time.
Okay. So Sleez will be on there late. Here's the link, guys. What you're gonna do is you're gonna head in there and you're gonna put hashtag Disco Raid. JT has joined the community, and JT has been nothing but a blessing to me in the community. So have an incredible weekend, guys. I'll see you guys on Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Sleez, I believe, is going to do some underdog stuff, but please head over to this link right here. We got the link in the chat. Click on that. Go over there. Put hashtag Disco Raid, Disco Raid, Disco Raid. Let them know that we're coming. Let them know that we support. Please like, subscribe. And yeah, man, I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. This week, we had a lot of technical difficulties. We still averaged 25 to 30 plus viewers. It's insane. You guys are incredible. Thank you guys for making my dream come true. Sleez, let the folks know where they can find you and all of your incredible work. And then
Garrett Wilson. You can find me at Sleez Bomb. My mind is a weapon. Fantasy football across every single platform. Great show, great week. You guys showed up for both of us. Amazing streams all week. Can't wait for next week. Can't wait for the season. It's almost here. And let's go get Garrett Wilson, man. Go get him.
Serious question, Sleez. Did you max out the mini?
I'm at 131. I just put 20 extra on I'm at 90 on the main.
All right, man. You're at 90 drafts in the main.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're gonna run out. You're gonna run out of best ball drafts. Anyways, guys, love you. God bless you. Tell somebody you love them. Be a positive light in a very dark and fucked up world. I know on a daily basis you guys are positive light in mine. I look forward to this every day because you guys are part of the greatest part of my day. You guys and my incredible wife. I love you guys. God bless you. See you Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Until next time, peace.